Hey there, wild ones. Welcome or welcome back to that Wild Spark YouTube channel. Kat here with a new timeless collective reading, meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. The messages on this channel are all love readings for all the signs, all the people, all the time. So if you have felt called into this message and you are looking for some answers in love, this message might just be for you. I do hope that you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and that life has really been treating you with so much spectacular energy, love, and joy. We're going to shuffle one more time here. We're going to jump on in and see what love message needs to come through for you. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? All right. There's something that's happening coming through that's going to be quite chaotic. Somebody's energy, somebody's showing up. They're going to show up in a chaotic energy, chaotic way, almost like kind of fireworks for some of you even. It has a potential to be a wild, okay? It's like they are I don't know, a wild stallion or a wild buck kind of energy coming through. This is their energy for you. You've got double sevens coming out, okay? So it's almost like a jackpot energy coming through right off the bat, okay? You got 9. You've got 5. We're going to get one more out here and see. It's almost like jackpot with the 7s. Oh, I guess we got 2 more out. Nope, just the 1, okay? Got King of Wands and Knight of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. This feels like a jackpot. Something it's like they come in with a bang. Okay, they're coming. I mean, everything gets wild and chaotic for a minute. You've got the 7 of Swords, so there could be this energy of jackpot coming through with this person, or this person feels that way about you, wild ones. And isn't it interesting that that wild spark or that wild kind of bang energy is what came through? It's like they are a wild spark showing up and like almost kind of creating wild an explosion or fireworks or sparks all over the place, okay? So your first card out is 7 of Swords. I have a habit of deceiving, lying, wearing a mask. It's hard for me to believe that someone would like me for who I really am. So this person could be showing up, and this energy, wild ones, could actually be this person popping up, blowing up onto the scene in a very larger than life way, but it may actually be more of a mask to try to get your attention. Okay, it feels like someone is really trying to get your attention. They do a lot. They have a habit of doing a lot, of being over the top is what's coming through, like with the cards doing what they did. But it's more of a mask because they don't think that people will like them for who they really are, which is, it feels, I mean, they have a wild side, they can be all that and stuff, but it feels like they're very down to earth, very much in this space of, wow, you know, wanting you to want them and like them for who they are, down to earth, very kind of communicative, very connected kind of energy. But sometimes they show up in this kind of wild energy because they're afraid people will think maybe they're boring. That's so interesting. Okay, you've got the 7 of Cups coming through. Since I can't control you, I prefer to daydream of perfect interactions between us where you agree with me. So it feels very much like they want a yes person here, wild ones, and it feels like you may just be that challenge that comes up where, you know, they daydream, they want you to be right there, but it feels like they probably are going to, that challenge, that little bit of an energy that you bring to the table has the potential to really get them out of their shell. They want you to agree with them, but it's going to turn them on, if you will, kind of create fireworks for them, a spark between the two of you when you kind of challenge them or show up against them. Yes, they want to be in that space of being very much the leader of sorts within this, kind of coming in with a bang and doing all the things. But it feels also very much like, or what's coming through here is that that challenge is going to create some fireworks, kind of a bang where it feels like it's going to turn them on, which is very interesting. You have the Hermit here. I no longer seek answers from others, and I'm starting to appreciate the knowledge that is inside myself. I can now see the real truth. Okay, the Hermit. So they're going inward and they're beginning to see just how much you being who you are, and it's almost like you it's interesting, the verbiage and the wordage and the way that this wants to come through, because it's never the actual reality of it all. But for them, seeing the real truth is, it feels very much like you allow them to be who they are. Not that they need that, or you give them permission to show up who they are. They don't have to wear the mask. They can let it down. They don't have to control. That challenge that you bring really opens up a space for them to be excited and in that larger than life wild kind of energy, and still grounded in who they are. And that may be something that they haven't ever known before. So you feel very exciting, very, very kind of fireworky, very right with that wild spark kind of energy, that spark between you guys. That challenge that you bring is something that they have not known, and they are loving it, right? And going inward with that Hermit energy to figure out kind of where that is, right? Because now they are seeing the truth that they can be who they are and still be accepted and loved, which is something that they may not have known or felt before. So good on you here, wild ones. You also have the Hermit, number 5, coming through here. I have a lot of respect for the elderly, and I follow their advice without questioning. I also follow tradition, even if it's outdated. So this feels very much like this is somebody who is very much about their elders. They respect people, they love people, they care for people, and they are very, again, grounded very much in that space of tradition. They follow kind of what's worked, and they work to be very family oriented. So if you are looking into a space of, creating a family, having a family, somebody who is very family oriented, it feels like this person is very much there. Also, the Hierophant can be a marriage card. So this could be kind of a long-term energy. Now you've got the Knight of Wands, that spark, that coming in with it, right? This wild kind of energy coming through here. The fact that you are so mysterious is very thrilling. You see, this is the thing. You challenge them, you excite them, you thrill them. And even though part of it could have been a mask, it really actually turns them on who you are, and that they feel like comfortable and safe to show up in that energy with you. It's like they feel like they have won a jackpot here with you, wild ones, and that is awesome. Okay. The fact that you are so mysterious is very thrilling, and it turns on my passion. See, you turn them on. That's what I'm saying. Because I don't know what to expect with that Knight of Wands. They don't know what to expect. That you are like this new, amazing, wonderful, like person in their life, somebody that they have never ever had that energy around. And even though they are have had a past of deceiving, of lying, of wearing a mask and stuff, you are that one person, that one safe space kind of energy, jackpot kind of energy, where they feel like they can let that mask down. Now a Queen of Wands coming through here too. Wow. Okay. I feel more optimistic about life and ready to get out of my shell. Right there. See, put the mask down. Get out of my shell to share my joy and my ideas with you and the rest of the world. You see, you've opened up the space for them to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel in them that they're okay within their own self, and that it's okay for them to show the world that without that mask, coming in, having that wild abandon, having that spark, being excited by you and the challenges that you bring in a healthy, happy way is something they have not known before. So you have brought this person, or you're bringing this person out of their shell. Again, they feel like they've won the jackpot with you, and it feels very much like that is the truth. So good on you here. Let's go ahead and get a couple messages. Oh, that just came right out. Let's see. No, we are not taking out so many. Okay. You bring out the best of me. See, right there. Oh my gosh. So on the nose. You bring out the best of me, right? And this is just all the way through and through. It's been from the very beginning. They can put the mask down. They can be who they are. They can be wild and crazy and down to earth, right? They can show up in their truth, in the reality of who they are, and know that you are their person. Oh my gosh. They did win the jackpot. I agree. I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life, right? they can show up in who they are, and, you know, they can be in that turned on energy and not feel, I don't know, for some reason it feels like in the past they have been turned away or felt kind of made to feel a bit shameful for how excited they can be, or how, you know, turned on, in fact, they can be at times with people from the past. It doesn't feel like that is you. It feels like you are very much in that same energy, in that same space with them, and they can be grounded and they can be wild and have that spark and have that turned on energy and still be okay. Okay. I hope that's making sense. You just bring out that best. You are their jackpot, that 7-7 coming through. Loving that. We missed the third 7, but that's okay, because you are the third 7 in that. Okay. We're going to see a couple cards here to see how you might know if this is your person, or might put kind of let you know who the person is that's coming through here. It doesn't have to be, but it just is a fun little kind of added energy for some of you who are like, oh my gosh, that's totally us, right? Let's go ahead and see one more at least coming through here. It may not be that we need the third. Maybe you will know. Oh, there it is for sure. You got roller coaster for this third one that just came out. So maybe you guys met on a roller coaster. Maybe you guys have been on a roller coaster. Maybe something happened. A truth was revealed on a roller coaster. Or maybe they confessed their love to you on a roller coaster. However this comes through, roller coasters might be relevant for the two of you within this. You have World War II. Interesting. So it could have been a study, something you studied together, something you learned about. Some people that you know as far as elderly, right? You had that come through with the Hierophant. World War II could be something that you guys were both obsessed with, or you both know a lot about, or maybe you went to a museum or saw something that had to do with that, that will let you know that this is your message, your partner. And you have a cappella group, so there could be singing involved. Wow, this feels very theater-esque. So maybe you guys took a theater class together, or maybe you guys are both very much into theater. It doesn't have to be, but you have an a cappella groups. So you could be in a cappella groups, they could be in a cappella groups, your family could be, however this comes through. Those are 3 ways. Spirit wants to get the one at the bottom of the deck. Smoking cigarettes when you're tipsy. This could be something. There's a new song that came out recently, I heard, talking about only smoking on vacation. I can't think of who it is, if you know who that is, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe you guys smoke cigarettes together when you're tipsy, and that's the only time that you ever do, or when you go out dancing you do certain things or what have you, and that's how you'll know that this is your person. It doesn't have to be, but it's just a little fun extra. Anyway, that's what I have. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. Please like and share these videos, and make sure you're subscribed here on the second channel, again, That Wild Spark, and on the main channel, Stars Aligned Oracle. Love to have you on both. It is so helpful in allowing for me to continue to do these messages for you. And let's get this little baby channel growing. Subscribe. Anyways, that's what I have. I'll see you in the next reading.